Hello and good evening, and it's been wow over a month or so since we have done this. It's one of those burnout slash life happens slash everything kind of events.
Time
Uh,
flies.
yeah, just so for me, the burnout part is it's like um, it's it's not much pop culture to talk about right now, and the stuff there is to talk about is uh stars stars, basically telling the customer base to piss off. And at some point, you get tired of talking about that.
We'll call this stream a wellness check.
Yeah, make sure we're still alive, kind of thing. So, all right, it's the title is basically kind of a channel update. It's more of a trying to figure out like what to talk about kind of thing, where I don't feel like I I'm just trying to figure out a way to like do other videos during the week because you kind of have to do that because you can't just do live stuff. It's like some channels they get away with just doing live stuff, but they still I don't think they do just live stuff. Although like screen or side scrollers, I think they do daily lives and they have an editing team that cuts their videos up into segments so they can put out shorter form videos. I guess to be algorithm friendly. It's like trying to figure this thing out is interesting because I think last year we got like we were starting to get a little bit of not buzz or anything like that, but we was getting more and more people watching type stuff. And then that just stopped. I don't know what happened. Cause they had one where it was like 100, it was getting 100 views on different stuff, like consistently. And then one day that just completely went away. And
I
like I
remember.
hear a
Yeah.
bunch of people, hmm? You have something to say?
I said, yeah, I remember when you were
Right.
like hitting 100 like fairly consistently.
Yeah. So it's like we're in a weird space, just like not just for this thing, but just in life generally. Like the authenticity thing is how do you do this kind of stuff when it's not necessarily the algorithm is against you and he's not even trying to figure out the algorithm because they got people who have huge channels who haven't who are still having issues like their views are down. I don't know what's going on with like YouTube just and the whole point of this was just to continue our work time discussions after hours talking about stupid stuff. So I am thinking like to expand the stupid stuff into more than just pop culture because pop culture sucks right now. There, there's some light in different instances at the end of the tunnel, like these. So you heard about those two movies that are kicking Star Wars butt right now?
Was one of them called? Was that called like back rooms?
The Back Room and Obsession.
No.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Obsession is a
Oh.
comedy horror thing, whatever. But both of these movies cost almost nothing to make, and they're making like I think the Back Room. It has a I can never pronounce this dude's name. Chue, the guy who was in 12 Years a Slave.
Oh. Okay.
All right, so he's in the Back Room. So he basically him and like the reason why it didn't really cost that much is because it's not huge sets. So just like a office space someplace or whatever, and furniture and whatnot. So it doesn't cost. I think his salary probably was more than what they spent on sets and whatever. I don't know. But it made its budget back in on Wednesday, like one day.
Wow.
Right.
That thing had such like a niche or like a cult following, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, people are just like talking about it all over.
Yeah, because people want actual good, entertaining product.
We love liminal spaces.
Dude, the friggin' like the I keep like I watched the new trailer for the Minions.
Yeah.
The like Illumination knows what their fans want, make what their fans want, and that's it. You have
It's kind of
do
crazy
you have
how it's like the same thing,
yeah,
almost like like the same movie, but people will still turn up for it.
right. Do you have any
Kind of like
idea?
Avatar.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what the director of these movies looks like? No. The
Exactly. Yeah.
producers? No.
No.
Not a clue. Nothing. They hate is with them, it's like people like we got a bunch of people who like cheese. So we're gonna make cheese. That's it. Here's cheese. You want to buy cheese? Buy the cheese. No, I don't no guilt trip you about the cheese. No, maybe you want to try brie. No, no, no. I like this. Here, this is what they like. We put this out. A bunch of people go watch it. Hey, let's make another one. Come up with a funny story. Boom. And because they like the Minions, just and based upon the twin day at work, people like the Minions. Right?
My boss hated it.
Dude, because it's funny. That's it. It's no preachy, no. It's like it's just funny. It's funny. These little pill dudes who are speaking some weird French kind of thing. Here's funny. It's like different adventures. People like Gru, so they stick Gru back in, made him a little kid. Now he's an adult again. Very simple. And I have no. There's a video if I can see if I can find it though. I watched it a while back, and then it uh, it was some guy making fun about the Odyssey, right? So
The movie.
right, but just like the trailer, not the trailer, but the all right, here we go. It's like 4 minutes long, so we can check it out. I think you'll get a kick out of it. All right. So I'll share it so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go.
26 and casting for movies is more of a business decision than an art decision. And even though this strategy has been disproven like 10 years ago, it's still going to take us like 20 years to figure it out. What strategy? Thank you for asking. The strategy that if you want to get gay and Asian and black and white people to watch your movie, you don't actually need to cast gay and Asian and black and white people so they feel represented. You just need to make a good movie. All right. We still don't get that yet. The audience has made it pretty clear by now that all they care about is good content. They don't really care about political correctness and representation and casting, especially if that political correctness or representation and casting comes at the expense of authenticity or quality of the movie. Exactly, but since we care more about the advertisers and the customers, all right, let's get into it. Do you have any women representation in the movie? Yes, Anne Hathaway. Beautiful. That probably makes up for any bad female casting we have. All right, moving on. Charlize Theron. Awesome. But seriously, you can stop. Mia Goth. Please stop. Zendaya. God damn it. Black representation. Yes.
I think Zendaya counts towards the black representation too. Kinda, sorta.
Lupita.
I said black, not Mexican.
But we could probably use some of that.
She is black. Really? Lupita? What's her last name?
It's I'm not even gonna try.
Oh, okay. She's black. Oh, excellent. Who's she gonna play? I was thinking the most beautiful woman of all time, but then I thought the most beautiful woman of all time probably doesn't have hair. It's too bad this Lupita chick has hair. You're gonna love what I have to tell you. Men.
Boo.
Boo. Right, but seriously,
Are there men in this movie?
obviously, we need somebody to carry the movie. Obviously.
Elliot Page.
That could work. Plus, the director, I believe, has worked with Elliot Page in the past, so there's like a connection there.
Has he worked with Elliot?
Yes, in Inception, or well, I guess that would have been Ellen Page.
So, is that the same person, or
I don't know. All of it confuses me.
And
And who is this 84-pound no muscle man going to be playing?
Achilles, the greatest Greek warrior of all time?
That tracks. Rapers.
Rapers?
That's supposed to be rappers.
Are there any rapers in this movie?
Probably a studio executive or two, but no, that says rappers. Rappers.
Yes, and we got Travis Scott.
What?
Yeah, Travis Scott is going to be in the movie.
Okay. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I like Travis Scott's music, but why is he? What role is he going to be playing in the movie?
That of a poet.
Yes,
poet,
because
a
I
poet.
think when I think of Travis Scott, I think of a poet. And by that I say I don't.
Okay. Okay. No flame on La Flame, but can La Flame speak English?
I really don't know. I don't think so. Let's just move on.
Gay.
Only on Thursdays.
It's no. What is there gay representation in the movie?
Tom Holland?
No, he's not gay. He's gay.
What?
He's gay, but he's not homosexual, so we won't be hitting our homosexual quota. I just think he's gay, not it's not the same thing. We can move on. So just to be clear, we have yet another movie with Tom Holland and Zendaya, an 84-pound trans man playing the role of the greatest Greek warrior of all time, which, keep in mind, was previously played by Brad Pitt in peak physical condition, and a bald black lady playing the role of the most beautiful woman of all time.
This all comes off as very bigoted.
Well, that's the point of Hollywood and political correctness, to push people so far away from reality that when you start speaking logic, it sounds like you're bigoted.
yeah, that is kind of what we do.
So all of that, we struck out across the board. Is there any reason why people would still come to watch this movie?
Well, there's still some really good actors and casting choices in it. Matt Damon, Robert Pattinson, Anne Hathaway, like I said. John Bernthal, that cop guy from Narcos, he was sick.
I mean, it's a cool story.
It's being directed by Christopher Nolan.
Okay, so it's probably going to crush.
It's probably going to do very well. Yeah.
Somehow I don't think that's gonna be true this time.
That's kind of on the nose.
Yeah. I think John Leguizamo was in this too.
In the movie also?
Yeah. And it kind of reminds me of the Eternals when they had Salma Hayek in the Eternals, right? And I'm sitting there looking at this, I'm like, okay, that's nice. You got the representation and all that stuff, but Mexicans are a combination of Spanish people and like natives that came across the land. They would not exist in the time period that you are trying to push them in. So it's kind of weird that it would be in there. The Greeks are upset that Christopher Nolan basically bastardized one of their stories. Kind of like when Disney did Mulan, and the Chinese were very upset about what they did to Mulan. In a similar vein, I think people are so far gone on being over this type of stuff that they just won't go see this. I don't care who's directing it.
Yeah, I feel like it's just like a tired movie. Like,
Yeah.
with all the things that they're doing, casting choices and everything. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, and this is what I'm mean about the whole adjusting what we talk about thing. Is just like I'm just tired of talking about this stuff. And that's the reason why I showed you that is like from the beginning part is like people have clearly told these folks that they don't want any of this. Yet they keep doing it. And it's probably going to be the case for another couple years while they got to work all these stupid things out of their system, kind of thing. Like, you have destroyed Star Wars to the. Can you imagine 12 years ago if I would have told you that a Star Wars movie will get beat by two YouTuber directed or written friggin' movies? You would
Exactly.
have looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Man, that was only 1 week, huh?
Yeah.
It's kind of rough. But I mean, the people have spoken,
Yeah.
spoken with their dollars.
Yeah, it's gonna make less money than Solo. And the thing about like Solo that really ticked me off is the backstory for Han Solo is. Do you know the backstory of Han Solo?
I mean, I guess just from the movies.
No. The backstory that was kind of like written if you read all the books. 'Cause this is like if you get into all the books. Is his family runs Corellia, like the planet that he's from.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, so he's like royalty.
Oh,
So imagine a story. If you made this story of a dude who was born into essentially a royal house on a planet, who was a good pilot, who went to the Empire's academy to be an officer, and he threw all of that away to save a slave. All right, so that's what happened. He saw what was happening to the Wookiees and he felt the way about it and decided to rescue Chewbacca and essentially gave away all of that. Those red stripes that he wears on the side of his pants, that's actually means something.
oh,
Yeah, it's I forgot. It's like a thing on Corellia or whatever. Yeah, so he gave that, and having this particular person do that, and then come to terms with that and become what he became. That would have been an excellent movie if you actually did that.
I think, yeah. That
Yeah, drama, there's all kind of stuff, and then you could have did the like you didn't have to put the Millennium Falcon in it like at all, because since you already cast like Land, like Brian, like Daniel Glover, whatever his name is, to play Lando, you can put Lando in the second movie because when he comes across, when he's like him and Julia trying to make it as like smugglers and whatever, he comes across Lando who has a Millennium Falcon. He falls in love with the ship, and that the gambling thing or whatever, so that he can get the ship. That's second. That could have been the second movie. It's just like like that is a backstory to some little scheme that they're doing, and he winds up winning. Like how, because the way the story it goes back and forth between them. So like Lando had it first, and then Han wins it, and then Lando wins it back, and then Han wins it back, and it keeps going back and forth. And you could do that for the second movie on some heist that they're trying to do.
So you're telling me like that Solo movie had very actually little to do with Han Solo.
Right. The person whoever decided to do it, I don't know if it was I can't imagine like the guys who did the Lego movie and whatever would bastardize it as much as they did. So I don't know if this was a Lucasfilm thing that like made them do that. Because like what I'm describing is way more interesting than what they did.
Yeah, it does.
because then you got like drama. You can have drama, space stuff, and all that things. Like, bro, rich kid does this just to help somebody. Then you can really show why Chewbacca feels like he feels about Han. Because essentially Chewbacca has a kid and wife and all that stuff.
Mm.
And he stays with Han because of the how much he feels he owes him. Again, more stuff, because all of these books that they put in Legends were written by world-class friggin' science fiction authors. Alan Dean Foster and like folks like that who have their own books that they've written, all these books that they've written, and they did Star Wars too. And Kathleen Kennedy looked at all of that and just chucked it out the window and let some schmucks write nonsense. Oh. All right. I think in the coming weeks, you and I need to put our heads together to figure out exactly what we're gonna discuss. Not just like film stuff or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a better plan.
Yeah, so the one thing that those two things showed me was one thing. I was talking with KC about this, and like with the AI stuff, that this is going to be an interesting point forward, where if you have your own ideas about stuff, it'll be way easier to implement them, like a lot. But if you are a person who just wants to work for other people, yeah, it's gonna suck until all this gets figured out. So it's gonna be like the next 10, 15 years of them trying to figure out where everything. It's kind of like was it the going from the horse and buggy to the car? I don't know how, like that probably took a while. New jobs came up, old jobs went away. But the interim is going to be rough.
It'll get worse before it'll get better.
I think it'll get like it. I think it'll be actually both of those things at the same time. That's how weird it's going to be. Like, it'll get better for the ones who can figure out how to walk this path. It'll be worse for the ones who can't figure it out, and then they'll just be left over with whatever's left over. And you see this, and which sucks is the music aspect and like animation and all these other things. So they had a guy who, I guess Amazon is doing this AI story like animation thing. So one of the guys who was doing an original story, he caught all kinds of backlash. See if I can find it. He caught all kind of backlash for like helping them. So I can find. All right. Okay. All right. So it's a guy named Jorge Gutierrez. Says he's dropping out of Amazon's AI animation initiative. Days after announcing his involvement in Amazon Gen AI animation initiative, the Book of Life, El Tigre, and Maya and the three filmmaker. Oh, Maya and the three, I guess. Jorge Gutierrez says he is walking away from the program entirely. In a statement posted on social media on Friday, announced that he will no longer develop a previously announced Punky Duck project at Amazon. I have decided to drop out of the AI program at Amazon. I will not be making a Punky Duck series. Actions speak louder than words. My intent was to showcase artists, sorry, both new and seasoned, both inside and outside studios, driving this new tech. My sincerest apologies to those I upset. I promise to do better moving forward. Thank you for your patience with me. I will try harder. So essentially, stop sharing. Oh, you got this guy who made a bunch of stuff, right? I am not familiar with him or the stuff that he made. And I think if I understand it, what he was attempting to do was to use AI in certain aspects and then use artists in other stuff. Kind of like a mixture of the two, right?
Okay.
And people lost their crap. Just blah, 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 blah. And it's like, bro, the tide, like any way to fight any of this stuff was a long time ago. All right. So you can yell, you can scream, you can do whatever you want. The tide's rising. You gotta figure out how to get on the boat. So, like I said before, if you can figure out how to adapt to what's happening, you'll do better because you'll be able to make your stuff. So it's gonna be a lot more independent type stuff, right? Putting your hand in your ears and laying on the ground and kicking and screaming is not gonna change anything. Because it kind of reminds me of when construction guys started, like some of the, like, you know how like when you're trying to get a bid, they usually go by lowest bidder, and you really can't compete with the guy who's using illegals. Like, I'm sorry, because he can pay them less. The work gets done because yeah, there gonna be some that don't know what they're doing, but they're gonna be ones that are carpenters or whatever in Mexico or whatever, right? So you'll be able to undercut other people, and that's basically what happened. So the one thing that I'm keep hearing from a lot of people is people going on a want authenticity kind of thing. They're gonna want a human touch, like whatever. I'm like, to be honest, most people, they are, I just want to watch something funny that doesn't look too terrible, that is not trying to preach to me, because I got a lot of stuff that I'm dealing with. I don't want to think too hard. I just want to be entertained. A lot of those people will eat up, will just, if it doesn't suck too horribly, they'll do the AI stuff. That's just a factor of life. You get your connoisseurs, because there's a reason why McDonald's makes so much money. You can get a much better hamburger if you go to a restaurant. But I don't have time to go to the restaurant. I can stop at this drive-thru and just get a hamburger. It may not be the greatest, but their biggest problem is they raise their price too much. They're like, bro, I'm not giving you $20 for this hamburger. Like, no, because it's McDonald's. But that's your average person. Your average person is not on social media. Your average person is not watching the news all the time. Your average person is not doing any of these things. So you yelling at this guy who is he making the attempt to try to make a lane for his fellow artists in the inevitable, because the guys with the money, they're just looking to save money. They don't care about that. Because if they actually cared about that, they wouldn't not let all these people with nose rings and multiple tattoos and purple hair kick out everybody who knows actually how to make movies because they're white guys.
The OWGs.
bro. Like, all right. I saw them with Spencer Pratt, the guy running to be mayor of LA, right?
Mhm.
Chancey had like so TMZ did like a whole thing where they were trying to do like an expose of well, he doesn't really live in the RV that thing, right? So Chelsea Handler actually made these people who looked like they were cheering the whole Charlie Kirk thing, made these people defend uh defend Spencer Pratt, right? Because she comes out and basically says that straight white male shouldn't be running anything because she don't like Trump. So even the dudes at TMZ, I'm like, hey, you can't just come say that all white dudes can't be like they can't run for mayor or anything just because they're straight white guy. Like, what is that? It was like, hopefully, I even lost my point. I don't know what the hell I brought Spencer Pratt out for, but no, I think what I'm hmm? I think what I'm trying to say is fighting against this is not gonna actually get you anywhere in the end because it's just gonna happen. The music part is just gonna happen. So like if you make like lo-fi music or whatever, the easiest thing for these AI to seem to do is that type of stuff. Like singing, like but even that's gonna get better. So I'm not sure how you can figure out a way to fight against this tide without by standing on the sideline and just going boo. So I don't know, but what I do know is you got to do something.
Agreed.
Yeah, this is. I'm not necessarily pessimistic or in a negative sense, like about what's the future. It's just I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I don't know. So it's working for folks is going to be interesting. I'm not sure when they're going to come for your job. I don't know. Maybe there'll be some. Given how nobody's having kids, there's going to be nobody to do your job in about 20 years or so. So it'll be an Elon robot up in front of these older people doing tic tac toe and whatnot.
It was very refreshing, I'm going to Korea last year
Mm-hmm.
and then Japan this year. It's like, wow, it is actually nice to see kids over there. Like the few that I saw, because they are losing people and they're losing people quick.
Dude, you know what's the crazy part is up until like maybe 10 years ago, do you remember what they kept talking about overcrowding?
Oh, were
That's,
they? Yeah.
yeah, dude, that's what every news program, all this stuff would talk about overpopulation and how they're gonna be 12 billion people on Earth.
Oh,
And then
right. Yeah.
yeah, and you look at all the science fiction is the same shit where Earth is overpopulated and they have it's just too many people. Meanwhile, the numbers that everyone started to notice were always there. It's like this is not a new thing that just popped up last week. This shit has been an issue since like the 90s. Like when you start seeing the dip, like in the 90s. And then China does their whole one child thing.
Hmm.
And now there's like 22 million or something like that more men than women. It's insane. Oh, it's like all this stuff is just crazy. Like did they hide this information on purpose while still telling people to you don't have kids because it's the population in the world's gonna end? And then I just saw a ad for failed science fiction television shows, and one of them was V. It was just the same kind of thing where the aliens took over and started doing chasey stuff. People didn't really know what they was doing till it was almost too late.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, conspiracy, whatnot, but is something like that happening? Like, they dropped it's like maybe we got taken over by aliens a long time ago who wanted to get rid of us. And I found out that thanks to the Webb telescope, they're starting to they're finding out all kind of stuff. Like and this is one of the things maybe we can get into it about stuff where they think the universe is older than they thought, because when they look at certain spots that they couldn't see before, the galaxy, I mean the various galaxies that is closer to, I guess, where the Big Bang happened or whatever, were formed in a way that they didn't think was enough time for this to happen. So the light from this galaxy so far away is really bright or whatever. So they're finally seeing it, and they're like, hold up, this is fully formed not that long after when the Big Bang was supposed to have happened. So that's one thing. And the other thing that they found out is that the universe may be 10 times the size that they thought it was.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's already insane huge. And given when they talk about the galaxy, they're talking about stuff that we can actually see, the known universe. So they have no idea what's beyond stuff that they can actually see.
My gosh.
Yeah. So we're not even a speck on a speck on a speck on a speck on a speck.
We're even smaller. Gosh.
It's even smaller than that. We like get into microscopic levels of what the Earth represents as far as this universe. So I keep watching. If I watch all the stuff on YouTube with all the science fiction stuff, and then is trying to avoid the AI slop stuff that people keeps making, and YouTube keeps I watch stuff where it's actual scientists who are talking about actual scientific stuff, and then dispersed in that is this AI stuff. The guy comes on sounding like Richard Attenborough. What the hell?
Oh yeah, I'd rather watch those. Like, you know, anytime I see like the auto dub thing, it's like, ooh, that's an instant skip for me.
Yeah, and then they'll have you at first, and then he'll mispronounce a word. Like, what the? I don't want to watch this. And then you got a bunch of people's channels that are getting like yanked over supposedly the AI thinking that it's AI. So like they're going out the VTubers. So it's just like it's one of those things where it's trying to like. I saw a lady who was admonishing the right wing for being too far into conspiracy theories and whatnot. But like, bro, it's so much like everything feels like a psyop. It literally feels like we're in the Matrix, and the program is breaking down. It's like O'Shea Jackson Jr., like Ice Cube's kid, who was wondering what happened to all the PT Cruisers. PT Cruisers used to be all over the place. It just vanished. Remember that? Remember how like every other person had one of these freaking things. And then they all like disappeared.
True. That was like 15 years ago, something like that.
Right. And then they all just vanished. Like, how is this possible? Just like everybody used to have like a Cadillac or a Lincoln, Continental. And then all those just vanished in LA. Now you see one every now and then.
I don't know. We used to have a Oldsmobile
Mm-hmm.
Silhouette, but I think like the more popular one was the Oldsmobile Cutlass. Like my
Mhm.
parents were saying, like everyone had that back in the day.
Right. So it's just you look at all this stuff, it's like, dude, what the hell is going on, man? It's like it's kind of hard to not be into this stuff. Or it's just like, bro, this is just some weird stuff that just happening. Like Peter Thiel it's up and moved to Argentina. Like why? Like why is this the billionaire dude just dipping out? I don't know, dude. I don't know. You know. Like I said, there's entertainment may be dying, but there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Just all kind of crazy ass crap.
That is true.
Yeah. Apparently the government decided to put aliens.gov so that they can talk trash about the people who are pushing alien conspiracies. Like, okay. This is the world we're living in. Like Ferrari decides to make an EV that I don't know what the hell this looks like. This thing is ugly as hell. Have you seen this thing?
I have not.
Okay, let me see if I can find it. I can show you a picture. It's called a Lucho or something. If I can spell Ferrari. I know this is not spelled right, but the AI should figure out what I'm talking about. Ah, there it is. It's the Ferrari Luce. All right. Feast your eyes on this lovely thing. Oh, wrong lovely thing. Oh, yeah, wrong lovely thing. Okay, there it is. See? Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, that's
Yeah, who doesn't want your doors to open up like that so it's hard for people to get out and you to get out at the same damn time?
oh gosh. Luce.
Oh, yeah. It's an EV. Designed by some dude who used to work at Apple. Let me cut all that off. Can you show me the car? Yeah, see that? Ooh. You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember those like 1970s science fiction movies and they made future cars?
This is that.
Yeah, that's what this looks like. I don't like who wants like so Nissan was talking trash about them because it looks like a Nissan Leaf.
That's funny.
Let's see.
And it does.
All right. I cannot spell anything. Share it is. Dude. See, there you go. There you go. Same color and everything. It's just a little squishier. So you squish this thing down and made it go back a little bit. And you have a Nissan Leaf with a Ferrari badge on it.
That's right.
It's like, why? Yeah, this is exactly why I think maybe it's another glitch in the system because they want they want all of us to be driving around in these things that can just stop you. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably gonna like I'm leaning towards my next vehicle being a electric. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking about because I'm just tired of high gas prices, oil prices, especially living in friggin' like California, dude.
That's never going down.
And one of the schmucks running for office, we're talking about how the gas tax is 71 cents. It's like, bro, no, it's not. You want me to elect you? You can't even tell the truth in your ad. Like, really? So it's 71 cents, but everybody else in the country, when gas was super low, was paying like $2. We still was paying $4.50, $5. But somehow the gas tax is 71 cents. Oh, like, okay. And Shell and Chevron are trying to get the hell out of this state. But according to you, they're making an arm and a leg off of the gas, but they still want to leave. Like, really?
Oh yeah, those comments from Newsom.
Yeah, like, right, really? Like, okay. They're making so much money, they want to leave. They want to close an oil refinery and leave. It's like, sure. So, all right. Well, this was supposed to be like a little short thing, but turning into like a regular, like 47-minute deal. All right. So, to anyone who checks this out, I'm not sure how many people will, or is this is just it's gonna be it's gonna take a minute to figure all this out, but yeah, I can't just do entertainment anymore because they're trying to find something that I actually give two rats ass about. It's getting more and more difficult. So I'm gonna talk about just like news stuff. Maybe we can find some like do a thing where we find some positive news and talk about that. So at least one positive news thing.
We should end it with a positive one.
Right. So I'm thinking that too. Stuff that is pertinent to like not necessarily tech, but like new stuff coming out. Apparently there's a working fusion electric thing that they use to power some people's homes.
Yeah. I haven't heard of that.
A lot of stuff, like or whatever. You are not hearing anything about anything that can adversely affect the powers that be. So you come up with a new type of engine that can just work, and you charge maybe a couple times a year. You'd be just like all them people who worked on anti-gravity who seem to keep disappearing. Dude, just like a lady who she tried to avoid all of this, like when all them scientists that were disappearing. What the hell? Disappearing. I don't know why I said it like that. Like maybe I am AI. But no, but one of them, she said that they've been figured out how to do it. They don't want to release the technology because you are affecting tires, engines, because you got to power the thing. You're not. I don't think you're powering it with a combustion engine. So you talk about tires and all the stuff all the components that go into this thing. So, all right. Well, I have rambled for 48 minutes. You have anything to add to my rambling?
No, I don't. kind of got lost in the sauce there too. I
Dude,
said I kind of got lost in the sauce.
lost in the sauce, huh? Yeah, dude. It's like trying. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Well, on that note, and we'll call it an evening. So, because quite sure you have to work tomorrow. Like I don't. So I will take a nap for you. All right. So if you have do you have anything to add?
No, good night, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Comment on my ramblings. All right. Later.
See ya.